Hello, I'm Megan Clements. I'm the Early Head Start Director of Waverly Early Head Start of Goodwill Industries of the Chesapeake. Overall, I think the needs are very similar to what they have been, but they've gotten more intense. Access to food resources, employment resources, family support, childcare needs, early education. So Maryland Family Network has provided a lot of communication and a lot of guidance as we transitioned from the in-person program model to the virtual support services. Another huge thing that Maryland Family Network did for some early Head Start programs is to apply for the COVID relief funding, which Waverly Early Head Start of Goodwill was lucky enough to be chosen to receive. And that funding was extremely useful, and we supplied essential items to all of our families because of that COVID-19 relief funding. Many families have lost employment because they simply cannot commit to the work hours because they have young children at home and also school-age children at home. That need has become very intense. Family in our program, a father who actually became homeless due to the pandemic, and he was out in the streets with literally just the clothes on his back. And because of the COVID relief funding that we received, we were able to provide him clothing, hygiene supplies, and also we did virtually connect him to a local shelter. So we were able to support him getting back on, back in housing. Because at the beginning there was that stay-at-home order, we weren't really feeling safe, of course, to do the deliveries. So we created an Instacart account. So Goodwill Industries of the Chesapeake created an Instacart account, as well as Amazon. So we were able to have those essential supplies delivered to our families. So that's how we were able to support in that way. A big barrier when we were sort of transitioning our program model to virtual support was the lack of technology that some of the families had. Some of them, yeah, they had cell phones. Some of them had, a basic tablet or computer. However, many of them had other children. So it was kind of like the whole household trying to do virtual support and virtual learning with one device is impossible, pretty much. So we were able to provide iPad minis for each of our families to help stay connected to them, and then also help staying connected to their children with virtual Zoom sessions as well. I think what's most important and what should be focused on the most is really mental health and social emotional development. I feel like any sort of academic things, I mean, yes, that is concerning, but that can be remedied, I think, a little bit easier than the stress and the trauma of going through a pandemic. And I think as a community, that should be a definite priority for us, is to try to find what they need, what sort of mental health resources and support and emotional support do families need, and come together and give that to them.